They say every ride has a story. Well, this is my story. And welcome to Life in Motion. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Maji. And first of all, I just want to say thank you for being here. Whether you found this channel by accident or someone shared it with you, I'm truly grateful that you all have decided to spend a few minutes with me. This isn't just the beginning of the YouTube channel. It's the beginning of a brand new chapter in my life, and I'm excited to share this with all of you. So let me tell you a little bit about me and who I am. I'm a veteran, a traveler, an amateur cyclist, and someone who always believes that some of life's greatest experiences begin the moment you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Right now, I call Lima, Peru home, but getting here wasn't exactly a straight road. And before moving to Peru, I spent the last 7 to 8 years living in Warsaw, Poland. Those years changed my life in ways that I could never imagine. I've learned how to adapt to different cultures, build lifelong friendships, experience unforgettable moments, and discover that sometimes home isn't the place where you were born. It's a place where you continue to grow. Eventually, life presented me with another opportunity, an opportunity to start over once again. So I packed up my life, took a leap of faith, and moved to the other side of the world, to Lima, Peru. Looking back on it, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Every single day, this city teaches me something new. Whether it's an incredible people, the rich culture, the amazing food, or the endless miles of roads waiting to be explored on my bike, Peru has given me the most newest perspective on life. I'm excited to share that experience with you. You might be wondering why I decided to call this chapter and this channel Life in Motion. The truth is, the name isn't just about cycling. It's about life. When I look back on my journey from growing up in Brooklyn, New York to living in Poland and now building a life here in Peru, I realized that my life has always been in motion. Every move taught me something. Every challenge made me stronger. Every new beginning opened doors I've never expected. And that's exactly what this channel represents. Life in Motion is about embracing change, staying curious, continuing to grow, and having the courage to chase experiences that push you beyond what feels comfortable. Sometimes that motion comes from traveling across the world. Sometimes it comes from getting on the bicycle before sunrise. Sometimes it's simply making the decision to become a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. No matter what the journey looks like, the important thing is that you keep moving forward. Through this channel, I'm inviting you to come along for this ride. We'll explore the streets of Lima, discover places that most tourists never get to see, meet incredible people, experience different cultures, and share honest conversations about traveling, cycling, personal growth, and everything else in between. This isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about embracing the adventure that comes with living in it. So if you're someone who loves exploring the world, staying active, stepping outside of your comfort zone, or simply just hearing real stories from someone who's living them, then you're in the right place. I'm excited you're here, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes us. Welcome to Life in Motion. Let's ride. One question that I get asked the most, and it's why Peru? And honestly, I understand why people ask. Most people expect to go to the story from the United States to somewhere like Western Europe, but my journey went from Brooklyn, New York to Warsaw, Poland, and now all the way to Peru. It definitely wasn't the path I imagined for myself, but looking back, I wouldn't change it for anything. I spent nearly 8 years living in Warsaw, Poland, and I can honestly say that those years changed my life. Poland gave me the experience I always be grateful for. It introduced me to amazing people, Taught me how to adapt completely. It taught me independence. It taught me culture. It helped me grow in ways that I never expected. Living abroad showed me that the world is it's just as much bigger than the places where you were born. It taught me patience. It taught me that stepping outside of your comfort zone is often where the greatest opportunities begin. Warsaw will always hold a special place in my heart because it became home during the important chapter of my life. But sometimes, even when the life is good, you can't feel like that it's time for something different. It wasn't about running away from Poland. It wasn't because I wasn't happy. It was because I felt myself being pulled towards a new adventure. I believe we all reach moments in life where we have to ask ourselves an honest question. Am I still growing? For me, the answer was leading somewhere new. I wanted to experience a different part of the world. I wanted to challenge myself again. I wanted to learn another culture, hear another language, meet new people, and discover what life looked like on the other side of the globe. That's where Peru entered the picture. And to be honest, moving to South America wasn't something I had planned years in advance. Sometimes life doesn't hand you a detailed roadmap. Sometimes it simply opens doors. The question is whether you're willing to walk through it. For me, the door was Lima. In that moment I arrived, something felt different, and there was energy here that immediately caught my attention. The people were welcoming, the food was incredible, the coastline was beautiful, and there was the feeling like that life happened outdoors. People were running, cycling, playing sports, meeting friends in the parks, enjoying coffee shops, living life instead of rushing through it. As someone who loves being active, it really spoke to me. Cycling has become such a big part of my life, and Lima has one of the most active cycling communities I've ever experienced. It's not unusual to see hundreds of people outside before the sun comes up, getting their workout in before work. That kind of discipline and positive energy is contagious. It pushes you to become better without anyone ever having to say a word. And of course, no city is perfect. Lima has its challenges, just like New York, just like Warsaw, just like anywhere else in the world. But every city has beautiful neighborhoods. Every city has areas that need improvement. Every city has stories that the most tourists never get to hear. And that's exactly what I want to show you on this channel. Not just the postcard version of Peru, but the real Peru, the neighborhoods, the culture, the people, the tradition, the everyday life that makes this country so special. Because I believe that's where real beauty comes from. Moving here reminded me that sometimes the biggest blessing in life begin with the decision that feels uncomfortable. Leaving Poland wasn't easy. Starting over wasn't easy. Building a new life thousands of miles away from everything familiar wasn't easy. But growth rarely comes from staying away from your comfortable. Sometimes you have to trust the journey before you can understand where it's taking you. And looking back now, I can honestly say that moving to Lima was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Not because it's perfect, but because it challenged me to keep growing. And there's one thing I hope that these videos encourage you to do is don't be afraid to chase life that's calling for you. Sometimes the greatest adventure begins with a single decision to say yes to something new. And for me, the decision brought me here to Peru. And this is only the beginning. One of my favorite times to experience Lima is before sun comes up. There's something special about this city in those early mornings, and the streets are quiet, the air feels different, the ocean breeze rolls on the Pacific, and just for a little while everything slows down. And as I'm riding through the city, watching the first light of the day appear over the skyline, it reminds me why I fell in love with this place. But what's interesting is that the side of Lima is something many people will never get to see. And when people hear about Peru, they think usually Machu Picchu, the incredible food, or maybe the concerns about the safety because of things they see online or heard from someone. Um, and while every city has its challenges, right, I've learned something that has completely changed my perspective. You can't understand a place by only listening to other people's opinions. You have to experience it for yourself. And one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to create this channel was I don't want to only show you the version of Peru that's being filtered through someone else's lens, right? The Miraflores, the Branco, those are great areas. I love it. I currently live in Branco, but I want to show you what I see, the real streets, the real neighborhoods, the real people. And one thing I've noticed since moving here is just how incredible hardworking people here of Lima are. You hear the phrases like hustle mentality a lot back home in New York, right? People think of New York as the city that never sleeps. But honestly, like Lima has the same energy. It's just expressed in its own way. And right now it's barely sunrise, but most people would expect the streets to be empty. Instead, you see people already up chasing their goals. You'll see runners putting in their morning miles before work, cyclists like me logging our long training hours, right? Street vendors are setting up for the day. Workers heading to construction sites, bus drivers starting their routes, coffee shops opening. Like, you have everything. Small business owners preparing. Everyone is moving with a purpose, right? And everyone is working towards something. And that kind of energy is contagious. It reminds me a lot when I grew up in Brooklyn. People here understand that success doesn't usually happen overnight, and sometimes success will never come, right? But it comes from showing up consistently. It comes from working hard, and even when no one is watching. And I have so much respect for that. One thing I've learned since living here in Peru is that it is defined by its stereotypes. It's defined by its people. The families working together to build a better future, the entrepreneurs opening businesses, the athletes trying to push, such as the kids who are playing soccer that hopefully have one day they can dream, or their dreams come reality, that they can put on a jersey and say that they could potentially play in the World Cup, right? The pride the people have within this culture, the resilience that shows every single day. Those are the things that I don't always make it to the travel guides, but those are the things that make it a place to feel alive, right? Now, don't get me wrong, like any major city in the world, whether it's New York, Warsaw, London, Lima, there are neighborhoods where you need to stay away from those surroundings and make smart decisions. But for me, I feel more comfortable in those bad neighborhoods and those not making those smart decisions. I just feel more comfortable over there just based off of where I came from. And if I judge New York only by what I saw on the news, I miss everything that makes it one of the greatest cities in the world. So the same goes for Lima. The city has its character, it has its heart, it has people who wake up every single day determined to build a better life for themselves and their families. And honestly, I can't even be mad at that. So living here has reminded me that no matter where I am in the world, how many languages you speak, dreams look different, cultures look different, languages sound different, but determination, it's universal. So every morning when I get up and get the ride on my bike through these streets, I'm not just getting in another workout. I'm witnessing another city come alive. I'm seeing people chase their goals. I'm seeing resilience, ambition. I'm seeing communities that constantly moving forward. And maybe that's why Lima feels like home to me, because everywhere I look, I see people who refuse to stand still. And if you've been watching this video from the beginning, then you already know that's exactly what Life in Emotion is all about. As we get closer to wrapping up today's ride, I wanted to share something that's been on my mind for a long time. A lot of people have asked me why I decided to start a YouTube channel. And honestly, the answer is pretty simple. I realized that life moves incredibly fast. And 1 minute you're living in one country, and before you know it, you've packed all your life up into a few suitcases and started over somewhere completely different. And along the way, you meet amazing people, experience different cultures, face unexpected challenges, and create memories that deserve to be remembered. For me, this channel is a way to capture those moments. It's not about pretending that everything is perfect. It's not about showing only the highlights. It's about documenting the journey and it really happens. The victories, the setbacks, the moments of excitement, the moments of uncertainty, because that's what life it really looks like. I have a saying that I would like to share with you, and I hope that you guys take it and run with it. It's very irresponsible to think that we have till tomorrow, or that tomorrow is promised to any of us. When I was living in Brooklyn and also upstate New York, I never imagined I'd one day be riding my bike through the streets of Lima, Peru. Then I spent time living in Poland, and now living here and building a new chapter of my life. If there's one thing that this journey has taught me, it's that life is a way of rewarding the people who are willing to step outside of their comfort zone. Nothing changes if you stay in the same place forever. Sometimes you have to trust yourself enough to take the first step, even when you don't know exactly where it's going to lead. That's exactly what this channel represents. Life in motion. It isn't about just cycling. It isn't about just traveling. It isn't just about Peru. It's about growth. It's about embracing change instead of running from it. It's about challenging yourself to become a better version of who you were yesterday. Every ride has a destination, but it's everything that happens along the way that makes the whole ride worth it. That's how I look at life. Whether I'm riding through the neighborhood of Lima, exploring another country, meeting new people, or simply sharing lessons I've learned throughout my own experiences, my hope is that something in these videos inspires you to keep moving forward in your own journey. Maybe you've been thinking about traveling, maybe you've been wanting to get into cycling, maybe you've been afraid to make the big decision that's been sitting on your heart for a long time. Whatever it is, I hope these videos remind you that growth begins the moment you decide to move on. And that's why this channel is called Life in Motion, because life isn't meant to stand still. It's about to be lived, it's meant to be explored, and it's meant to be experienced. So if you're ever someone who loves to travel, cycling, fitness, different cultures, honest conversations, and seeing the world beyond the typical tourist attraction, I think you're going to enjoy what's coming up. This is the only beginning. We've got early morning rides through Lima, hidden neighborhoods that most visitors never get to see, road trips, cycling adventures, traveling experiences, food, culture, and plenty of stories along the way. Most importantly, I want this community to feel like we're exploring the world together. I don't want you to feel like you're just watching my journey. I want you to feel like you're right here beside me for every mile, every climb, every sunrise, and every new adventure. So if you enjoyed spending part of your day with me, I really appreciate your support. Hit the subscribe button, join the Life in Motion family, and come along for the ride. Trust me, we're just getting started. Until next time, keep moving, keep growing, and remember, life is always about being in motion. Peace.